So these are the tools you'll need when replacing the vacuum pump, water pump, and draining the coolant on a Ford Transit. So you need a torque wrench to torque down all the bolts. You need this power bar with a 3 adapter to remove the V-belt or the serpentine belt. You need a ratchet, a couple of extensions. All you need is a 10 mm to remove the water pump bolts and to remove the vacuum pump bolts. You need a deep socket 10 mm as well to remove one of the bolts. Screwdriver to open the radiator drain valve. Some pliers to remove any pipes that might be have some spring clips on it, and you need a T40 to remove the engine cover. Then obviously you need your water pump, your vacuum pump, and gaskets. So what you want to start off doing is taking off this cover. I've already taken it off, but I'll show you where the bolts are. So you use your T40 and there'll be a bolt here, there's a bolt here, and there's another bolt there. So take those bolts off, pull out the wiring loom from here. It'll be within this valley. Pull it out and just pull this cover out. The next step is to move this serpentine belt, remove it from the vacuum pump and the water pump. So this is where you need that power bar and the 3 adapter I showed you. So what you want to do is how you remove this belt. I don't know if you can see that, but just that one there, that's where the tensioner sits. So you want to get this slotted in there. So you want to get it in that slot there, like I showed you, which is the tensioner. And when you get it in there, you need to push. So I'll just show you that. So you need to pull it. Look how the tension comes off. So you want to pull that. That releases this tension. So you just want to slip it off here. You slip it off here, then it just comes off here. And you just want to leave it in place. And when you do that, then you can release this slowly. Now when that's done, you can move on to draining the coolant. So when you're underneath the Transit, this is where your drain plug is located. It's just at the, right there. It's at the lower radiator pipe. So you just open that. It's just a standard Phillips screwdriver. You can use a flathead screwdriver and just open that and let it drain. Once your coolant is drained, you can come up here and start removing the wiring loom and all the connectors around here, just to free up some space. So you can take out the water pump and the vacuum pump. Just clear all this connectors and everything. Another thing, you don't have to do this, but I like doing this as well, is just taking this off. Take off the hose clamp and take this off, so it'll give you that much more room to work around. Put a cloth in your intercooler pipes so that you don't accidentally drop anything in. So that's what the back of the water pump looks like, with all the bolts and all. And that's the vacuum pump. That's the pipe you have to take off, which I'll show you now. So this is an extra step I have to do. Your water pump might not have this issue, but with my water pump I need to take this rear part off and put it on, as it doesn't come with this, so it's only from here to the front. So I've got to separate this housing, which I'll show you now how it's done. There's a set of Torx bolts that you have got to take off. So this is what it looks like from underneath. That is the rear half I have to take off. So that's the half I've got to separate. So you have 3 bolts on. You have that one there, and that one there. So that's the one you need, that deep 10 mm socket. When you take those off, then you want to take the vacuum pipe off at the back. There's a special way of doing it. So when you pull it forward, you've got that pipe there that you got to take out. So in order to take that out, what you need to do is, I don't know if you can see my finger, you need to push this in. So when you push the spring clip in, then you pull that pipe out from the back. Just like that. So this is the spring clip I was talking about. So it's just see how it goes in and out. So when it's out, it's locked. When it's out, it's locked. When it's in, it's released. So push in and hold. That'll release the vacuum line of the vacuum pump. So this one had a leak and was beeping from the pulley itself, so it needs to be replaced. So at the same time I'm replacing the water pump. Now we have the 4 bolts to take off the water pump. 1, 2, and 2 at the bottom. So let's take that out now. Keep a container down because oil will come out. The bearings on this water pump are oil cooled. And take a note of the bolts as well, there's different lengths. So when that's off, just clean up the gasket area and all that, and clean off that area and reseal it. So torque the water pump down to 23 Newton meters. Get your new water pump gasket. It's a part number if you need it. Check the fitment. This is a genuine part, so it will be fine. Now you can get your vacuum pump. So what I find easiest is slot it here like this, and then get that vacuum pipe that I showed you earlier. So that pipe there, you want to get that pipe and slot it in there. Now it's a lot easier to do it now than it is to do it later. Did your bolts remember they were different? And these are torqued down to 23 newtons as well, Newton meters. So this completes the job now. Make sure you refill the coolant, put the engine cover back on, put the intercooler pipe back on, tighten up any hose clamps or anything else you might have removed, clean up the area, and start the engine and make sure it runs fine. If there is a squeak or if the belt is making a noise, you might have to replace with the new one, so the new belt will bed in to the new water pump and the vacuum pump. Alright, thanks for watching guys, hope you liked it. If you have any comments, leave them down below, and please like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Alright, thanks guys, see ya.